So Sean, I want to direct this question at you. Now, when you were involved with Raging Chicken Press while you were still a student, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask you, just from the perspective of like being a student now entering the real world, what type of tools did you kind of learn from that experience that you kind of have taken with you since then, and why do you choose to continue to be involved?
Um, it's it's probably the I guess it started. I remember sitting in Kevin's office a couple years ago, and he just said, "Screw it, we're going to be starting this press site one day, Raging Chicken Press." And I didn't get involved until I got involved with Occupy Philly. When I got involved with the Occupy movement, I started doing a lot of social media work with them, and then doing outreach and doing media work as well, doing public relations work for them. So going to different functions, talking on TV and the radio. And then I kind of dug myself into a niche, and then I took a political geography course where it kind of honed in my writing skills, because I felt like I never could just sit down and write about something. But after this one course I took, it made me forced to do that. And then I want to try to do this because people think that you know, I want to prove people wrong in Pennsylvania. They said you can't do a progressive movement in the state because there's too many moderates, and Pennsylvania is too much of a conservative state, and I want to prove them wrong. I think that we can build a progressive movement in this state, and we can be part of that. And there's other people who are building their own progressive organizations, not based on what we're doing. Like, we're helping those other organizations out by giving them an outlet to come to the Raging Chicken Press. But I want to prove people wrong, especially establishment Democrats in the state who say you can't do that because that's not how the way things work in the state. And I think that is a total cop-out. And that's why I want to stay involved. It's a motivating factor, and I think it's also to tell the stories of people who are getting screwed over by the fracking industry, or what's happening in Center City, or what's happening with, doing that type of, or with the McDonald's workers, doing like that type of stuff as well. The J1 students who were basically forced to live in the basement of their boss's basement in two houses outside of Harrisburg. Work 12 hours a day without getting paid overtime, working 50, 60 hours a week without getting compensated for overtime at these McDonald's locations. So it's like doing it for the people's stories, and then also doing it to prove people wrong too.